wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the base.
Welcome back to another episode of Lone Star College Football. We have some exciting news as the University of Texas has finally hired their receiver coach to replace Brennan Marion. Now that the Jacksonville Jaguars have been officially knocked out of the playoffs, we have announced that Chris Jackson, who is the receivers coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars, will be coming to Austin to the 40 acres to be our receivers coach. Chris Jackson has not coached at the collegiate level before, but that doesn't mean he can't do it. He's a guy who has had some experience in the NFL as a player for a few years in the late 90s, early 2000s. He's been a defensive coach in the NFL. He's been an offensive, obviously, receiver coach in the NFL for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And just looking at some of the things he's accomplished, I mean, really, under Coach Jackson, the Jaguars, they've got Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, and this season they both had their best season of their career, which I think Christian Kirk's a little bit older. I think Zay Jones is pretty young. Christian Kirk finishes the season 84 catches, 1,100 yards, and 8 touchdowns. And Jones has 82 catches for 121 targets, 823 yards and 5 touchdowns for him. This is a we kind of saw it coming. It's kind of been announced for a few days or so, or expected for a few days or so. We were able to get A.D. Mitchell through the transfer portal, even without these news being officially announced. Was it known behind the scenes? Possibly, probably. But it's a big deal to have him official. We were also looking at the receiver coach for Alabama, which you could argue might have been a more impressive hire just for the fact that this is we're a college football team. We having somebody who knows recruiting is different than having somebody who just knows football, right? Those NFL coaches don't really understand the recruiting aspect, but Coach Wiggins over at Alabama, he understands recruiting. He understands the development for the from the high school level to the collegiate level, while Coach Jackson, that might be a learning curve for him. Brennan Marion, as we all know, he took the offensive coordinator job over at UNLV. So we've been needing a step up. Brennan Marion was a coach that we were high on when we hired, but I don't know as if, in fact, I know we didn't. If anything, we saw a step back from our receiver room. Xavier Worthy took a step back. I guess Jordan Whittington took a step up, and Jatavion Sanders did as well. But as far as our main guy, Worthy, he definitely took a step back. I didn't watch Jacksonville this year. Believe it or not, in East Texas, we don't really care for the Jaguars, but I am excited to see what he can do with the receivers we have on campus, especially now with A.D. Mitchell, who, in all honesty, could potentially be our number one receiver next year. I think he has that kind of talent if he's healthy. That with Worthy and Nayor, if he can come back healthy, and Jonte Cook and Jatavion Sanders and Jay Witt, Savion Red, Brendan Thompson, Casey Kane, if he could play like he did against Washington, we could have a stacked offense, right? Our offensive line, they're all returning. Quinn will have another year in the system. Hopefully Jonathan Brooks, Keelan Robinson, they can take another step forward in development. And, our offense could be nasty. Could be. We'll just have to see with injuries. Like I said, Nayor, we need him to come back healthy. And if he's not healthy, we need him and the coaching staff to just get together and make the correct decision to just wait. Don't rush it. We've got talent. We don't have to rush you. Really, that's pretty much most of what we've got for this episode. It's just a little breaking news. We've got a coach. It's a good hire. I think we could have done a lot worse. There's a lot of, as far as like NFL coaches go, there's some other coaches where, although I'm not a receiver or a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, I've heard of Chris Jackson before. And so I think that's exciting. Coach Sark does his thing. Whenever we need a coach, he's able to pull in a guy that has the credential. Like I said, maybe not at the collegiate level, but If you're used to dealing with the NFL guys, I think that's fair. I think that's okay to say, hey, you deal with the NFL guys, come to Texas. We want to train these people to be able to do what they do so that when we get to the SEC, our receivers will play in an NFL style offense because that'll set us up for a lot of success. Yeah, we've got it's almost the end of January. All right, it's almost the end of January. Our first game is September 2nd, so we've still got like 8 months. It's pitiful, but we're gonna get there. Can't wait for spring ball, summer practices, and all that. And we'll just see how this offense starts to mold together. Can't oh man, seeing the clips of like Arch Manning throwing that bomb to DeAndre Moore. If y'all didn't see that, I think we posted a YouTube short on it, so go check it out. And I'll try to link it somewhere in the video. And just seeing stuff like that gets me fired up. Watching the new guys come on campus and they're already getting their own warm-ups. Like Arch Manning's already out there just saying, hey, I need to go throw the ball to my receivers. And if you watch the video closely, watch who's snapping him the ball. I'll give you a hint. He's got a blonde mullet. All right, we've got our starting quarterback playing center, snapping the ball. Not playing, he wasn't like in the center position, but like snapping the ball to the third string, true freshman, just stepped on campus a couple of weeks ago, quarterback. That's a team. That's what we need. We need that, y'all. We need player-led workouts, player-led drills, anything player-led, because I think there's all rules about what the coaches are allowed to do and put together right now in these dead periods as far as like practices. So it all has to be player-led, and we've lacked that in the past. I think guys like Bijan and Roshan were really nice in putting stuff together. They're gone. So if Arch Manning, if he's coming on campus in like week 2 doing that, yeah, we might have some videos about whether or not Quinn's going to take that job. If that's the case, if he's got that work ethic, I don't know if Quinn was doing that. So if Arch is coming in and in week 2, he's like, hey, I've already lost my name badge once. Let me get in the dome and start practicing. Hey, I'm here for that. So do us a favor, like the video, leave us a comment in the comment section. How you feel about this hire? Was it an A hire, B, C, or D? I'm going to give it, due to the fact he has no collegiate experience, I'm going to give it a B+. I can't give it an A, but I think he was able to be successful in the NFL, and so I'm not going to give it anything below that, but I don't think I can give it an A yet. So let us know what you rank it, and subscribe to the channel, man. We're growing. As y'all see down here below, we've got a $500 giveaway, don't quote me on that. We got a $50 giveaway at 500 subscribers, and we're going to do a ticket giveaway if we can reach 1,000 by September 2nd. So join us along. We're building a community around here, and we've enjoyed growing and seeing some of y'all. We see some of y'all who are on every video leaving comments, and we appreciate y'all more than y'all know. So with that being said, appreciate y'all rocking with us. Until next time, welcome.